Francesco Farioli, the former OGC Nice manager, is set to take over the challenge of rebuilding Ajax. Known for his exciting style of play and meticulous attention to detail, Farioli is poised to bring a dynamic approach to the Amsterdam-based club. Here's how Farioli might set up Ajax for the upcoming season in EA FC 24. Farioli has often favoured a 4-3-3 system and shape, occasionally shifting to either a 3-4-3 or a 3-4-2-1 system. This flexibility aligns quite nicely with Ajax's philosophy, looking to adapt their system and shape in order to go ahead and dominate the opposition. For the tactics of Francesco Farioli, the tactical vision will be set to wing play. He does emphasize the relationship and the attacking outlets of the fullbacks as well as the wingers, looking to work in tandem in order to attack and get the best of the opposition players, looking to stem a lot of their attacks down the wider channels. This tactical approach allows Farioli to be very flexible with how he looks to set up his side in order to go ahead and dominate the opposition, something that you as the user can also go ahead and do. So taking a look at how the likes of Farioli's Ajax will set up when out of possession of the ball, and in terms of the defensive style, it will be set to pressing after possession loss. Farioli does demand a high pressing nature from his side, starting off with the forward line looking to aggressively press either the goalkeeper or the centre backs, forcing them into those wider spaces where the secondary line of press, and that will be the fullbacks as well as the two central midfielders, will look to aggressively move in and win the ball back, and therefore turn it into a few counter-attacking opportunities if you do win the ball back high up the field. Occasionally, either the DM or one of the centre backs will look to jump on into the aggressive press and look to add to that aggressive pressing nature of the side. This is of course aided by the fact that the team's width will be set to 15, creating that nice compact central unit, forcing the opposition to play into those wider areas with a bit more ease, and therefore playing into the hands of either the fullbacks or the central midfielders who will look to aggressively press in those wider areas. The team's depth is set to 60, but it can be pushed up to 70 depending on how high of a press you are looking to implement and how much Farioli is looking to dominate the opposition players. With the depth being set to 60, however, it can help balance the high line press as well as the caution against potential counter-attacks. Farioli does look to try and protect the backline as much as possible so that they cannot be exploited with those swift counter-attacking movements. Now, in possession of the ball is where I think Farioli's Ajax will look to exploit the opposition and dictate the tempo of the game, and that starts off with the build-up play being set to slow build-up. Nice were often able to formulate a 2-3-2 system and shape, and this allowed them to effectively be able to establish that first phase build-up play, allowing them to play through the press of the opposition. With the slow build-up set to be in place, it can also allow Ajax to therefore go ahead and dictate the tempo of the game. In order to achieve Farioli's brilliant attacking outlet, you will need the chance creation to be set to possession. Farioli's side of the past, especially Nice, were very good at retaining the ball as well as looking to rotate possession. The team's offensive width will be set to 60, which can help the wider players be more involved in the central attacking areas of the field. This can also facilitate unique attacking patterns from the wider areas, so it can allow for either the fullbacks to invert and attack those central zones, or overlap and allow the wingers to invert and attack those central areas. For the players in the box, it will be set to 6, ensuring that at least 3 players are involved in the deeper attacking movements. And then finally, the corners and the free kicks will be set to 4. Moving on to the player instructions, and that starts off at the back with the goalkeeper in Ruli, who will be set to being cautious with the crosses as well as being a sweeper keeper. Ruli's ability to play under pressure as well as play out from the back is crucial to Farioli's side establishing that first phase build-up play. His sweeper keeper role will allow him to essentially formulate a third centre-back role for him, being very involved in the build-up play, joining up with that back 2 units. Onto the role of both of your centre-backs now. One of the centre-backs will be the more aggressor, who will look to step up and step into that press in certain moments, and I have selected the likes of Jarrell Hato to have this role, so he'll be set to having aggressive interceptions as well as step up. As for your other centre-back, and now I've selected the likes of Satulo to have this role, but he'll be the cover centre-back, so his interceptions will be set to conservative. Both of your centre-backs in a successful Farioli system and role will have to be able to play out from the back and establish that first phase builder play, often looking to play out and play those line-breaking balls either into the midfield or further on into the forward line. 2 players to consider for this role is Nianzou as well as Koulibaly. Both of your fullbacks in Sosa and Wrench will have the same roles, and that will be having aggressive interceptions as well as step up. You want them to aggressively impose the opposition in those wider areas of the field, especially when it does come to that counter-pressing system. But the reason why their attacking runs as well as the run type is set to both mix, as it can look to alternate the attacking patterns of play, looking to mix it up very efficiently with the further forward attacking wider players. So therefore, sometimes you can have your fullback inverting into the midfield, joining up with the likes of Jordan Henderson establishing that 2-3-2 system and shape for the first phase build-up play, or they can look to overlap the wingers and provide a lot more width down the attacking flanks. As you'll see here for the role of Sousa, he's got the same instructions as well. Now onto the role of Jordan Henderson in that defensive midfield department, and he does have the key instructions of looking to rotate the play in those central zones, whilst also looking to facilitate and shield that backline area in those central zones. So he'll be set to cutting out passing lanes, looking to intercept and break up the play in those central areas, whilst also not looking to aggressively get too high up the field and looking to stay back more times than not. He will also be the deep lying playmaker, often dropping a bit deeper, providing an extra passing option for either the centre backs or the likes of Ruli when playing out from the back. And like I said, covering the central areas is a key element to the success of this position. Two players to consider for this role is Irogbenam as well as Dardai. For the two central midfielders further forward, higher up the field, they will be very involved in both the attacking as well as the defensive phases of play, looking to add to both elements and sides of the game. So they will essentially be box-to-box players, and therefore the attacking support does need to be set to having a balanced approach. Like I say, in that 2-3-2 shape, the two central midfielders do tend to drop a bit deeper and also provide an extra passing option at a deeper rate. But at the same time, they do also look to get into the box and be very involved in the attacking play higher up the field. So you want them to be able to get into the box, break into that area for those crosses or maybe potentially those cutback opportunities. The interceptions will be set to normal, and then just like with the defensive midfielder, they will both be set to cover the central zones. Onto the likes of Taylor, and he has got the same role and instructions as well. Four players to consider is Donny van der Beek, Klaassen, Medina, as well as Vranch. Now into your forward line, we've got the likes of Bergwijn as well as Berghuis, and they will have the same role and instructions as well. Starting off with the fact that the defensive support will be set to basic, sometimes allowing them to drop a bit deeper, drop into that more defensive shape, other times allowing them to hang high up the field as well as in those wider areas and be an outlet ball for potential counter-attacks. The chance creation will be set to maintaining a balanced width, and now this does generate those effective dynamic attacking patterns of play, looking to alternate whether they stay out wide or drift inside, allowing for them to alternate between the fullbacks as well as the wingers and who will attack those wider areas. The support runs will be set to being able to get in behind. Farioli does expect a directness from his wider players and as well as his forward to try and, break in behind and penetrate the opposition's backline as much as possible. And now, of course, with that aggressive counter-pressing system, it does require the forward line to aggressively press the opposition and force them into those wider zones, or maybe just force a few turnovers or errors. As you'll see here for the likes of Berghuis, he's got the same role and instructions, along with the fact that he will be set to having a balanced crossing run. Just like with Bergwijn, every now and then they do tend to mix it up and get into the box themselves for those potential crosses or cutbacks. Five players to consider for the winger role could be Hutchison, Reina, Zabailos, Velasco, or Milo. And then finally onto the role of your striker. Brian Brobby will look to take up a lot of the central areas, looking to be that focal point down the central zones of the field. The attacking runs will be set to having a mixed attack, incorporating both the target player approach as well as the abilities for him to also go ahead and penetrate and get in behind with his pace. The interceptions will be set to aggressive, just like with the other forwards, looking to press the opposition's backline, forcing those errors and those mistakes. And then finally, comeback on defense will be essential. We have seen in the past, Farioli does demand his striker to drop back into the defensive shape and create a solid block for the opposition to go ahead and try and break down. And there you go, my dudes. That is how I would implement and replicate Farioli's 4-3-3 system and tactics into the current Ajax side for FC24. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you don't mind, please smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel and you like the content, don't forget to hit that subscription button. It would mean the absolute most to yours truly. Now, of course, as per always, a little disclaimer in the video. We have started a Discord, the Brom Squad Discord server. So if you have Discord and you would like to join and you are interested in chatting about football and tactics and all that good stuff for FC24 as well as real life football, go ahead, join the server. It would be absolutely a pleasure to welcome you to it. Now, we are going to hop on into the gameplay where we will discuss these tactics in further detail. Okay, people, it is the mighty Ajax versus PSV. Oh, the biggest rivalry in Dutch football right here, right now. We are the home side and we will be looking to, implement these tactics very nicely. Henderson on the ball, looking just to rotate the play, get on the ball, establish a rhythm to the game. He does get tackled from behind, and that could be a card early doors. Or is this ref going to bottle it? He said no card. Okay, well, they get away with one there, PSV. But again, we will just look to rotate the play, invite the press from this PSV side, and effectively open up the gaps in that midfield area. I should have played the ball first time into the likes of Kenneth Taylor. Anyways, it's fine. It's okay. Good ball play from the centre back into the midfield zones. And I must say, people, I do like this system and these tactics very, very much. The unofficial ranking and rating, I don't normally do ranking and ratings for, prediction videos and how they might play, because of course it's not really based on facts. It's based on everything that I think might occur and happen. But unofficially, I should say, I would probably say that the system and these tactics would get around an 8.5 rating. Unofficially, of course. Good ball over the top into the winger. We've got it still. And we've put it in the back of the net. The combination play. And of course, the central midfielder breaking into the box, providing that extra passing option to Bergwijn, who gets in the end of the attacking run, who was also looking to break in behind very, very nicely. Some great play from actually both of the central midfielders combining there in the central area. And then it leads to a fantastic goal and strike from your boy Bergwijn. And it is 1-0 to the good. Ajax leading early doors. We have been able to play through them. They've been very aggressive with their pressing nature and structure and style of play. They really have been, and you know what? I cannot fault them for it. But that can lead to many errors being exploited at the back just by us and our ability to play through their pressing structure. Just play out to the goalkeeper, of course, very important in the attacking play. And look at that. He's found a pass into the central zones. And Van Boeman has lost the ball cheaply, I should say. Very cheaply. We're just trying to mark here in the wider zones. The likes of Wrench looking to defend it quite nicely there. Back into Henderson. Again, just looking to rotate and shift play. Make sure things are ticking over quite nicely, quite effectively. And again, look at that. The likes of the wingers and the fullbacks alternating the attacking styles of play, with the fullback providing the winger with a crossing opportunity. Oh my goodness me. Hold that L, people. I don't even know if this is the right way, but it's an... I don't know. It's an L. It's an L either way. Bergwijn with a fantastic, shot. An amazing alternating run between the fullback and the winger. The winger got into the box himself and got on the end of the cross from his counterpart in the fullback, the attacking wingback, you could say in this instance. You'll love to see it. Oh, beautiful goal. And we are flying at this moment in time. 2-0 to the good. Open play goals flying around left, right, and center. Looking to bounce back, yes. The last few tactics videos, we haven't really been able to establish a lot of goals. And some of the tactics that we have, gone ahead and created have been very good. It's just I haven't been at my, my dazzling best at times. But anyways, we're looking to move again, shifting gears. And I was looking for that quick ball over the top, but the likes of Bergwijn, who should have been making that run, did not. And that is very unfortunate, as we did take a chance and we might be exploited here. The likes of Satulo, the conservative centre-back, looking just to cover and make sure that nothing can be exploited there. Again, into the role of Henderson. Oh my God, Henderson has played a terrible ball. That's on me. That is on me. I tried to play the ball back to the goalkeeper. I ended up squaring it almost to, I think it was Satulo. Just some bad play, man. Just some absolute atrocious play. Don't do that in your gameplay, people. Don't do that. That would be terrible. And now we've put ourselves under pressure. It's 2-1, still in our favor. Yes. But 35 minutes gone by. Our domination of PSV is looking to have a few cracks in it now. And I don't like that. So we will be looking to string together a few more passes. A good switch of play from Henderson, who is well known for being able to play those balls into the wider channels very nicely. Robbie combining nicely with the central midfielder, who has put in a great ball over the top, but we've won the ball back yet again. Apply the pressure. Henderson back into the likes of Bergwijn. Bergwijn, I like that he's attacking the central zones now. I do like that. Robbie, ball in behind, physicality possibly no. Steps up the likes of Henderson. Henderson, you absolute king. Good ball out wide into Kenneth Taylor. Little backheel pass into the likes of the fullback, who does put a ball in the danger zone. And unfortunately, it is cleared away very nicely by the likes of PSV. We are looking to press them high up the field now. The winger slightly out of position, but he is being covered quite nicely in those wider zones. Now, Hato, he needs to step up here. I know he's young as well. He is very young, the likes of Jarrell Hato. Look at that back post potential run. We have put a great ball. Well, they've put a great ball in. My bad. and it was dealt with very effectively. And that is the beauty of having the fullbacks not always bomb forward, because they will have a bit more of a defensive awareness to their game plan, and they will tend to mark the back post quite nicely. Anyways, 2-1 in our favor at the break. I think it's been a very good display of the tactics in that first half. And as you can see here at the break, 61% possession to PSV's 39. And yes, they did, somewhat get a foothold back in the game with our poor turnover from Henderson, giving the ball away right next to our goal, basically, and leading to their goal. Anyways, expected goals is slightly higher for us at 0.8 compared to their 0.6. We've almost, we have had double the passes. We've had a 91% pass accuracy compared to their 88, which is not too bad. 3 tackles in their favor to 2 tackles for us. 1 tackle, 1 each. 3 interceptions to their 4. Not too bad, not too shabby. They have a slightly higher success rate for the dribble success, and our shot accuracy is, well, a lot higher than theirs. Ours is at 100 and theirs is at 50. Now, for the possession stats, a lot of our possession has been maintained in those central areas, which is quite nice. The likes of Henderson has been rotating it between himself and, of course, the defenders and even the central midfielders. We do need to have the fullbacks and the wingers combining more so in those wider areas, which we will look to do very effectively in that second half. But in terms of PSV and what they've been able to do, of course, their goal did come from some good counter pressing and leading to a mistake from me. But their attacking outlet has come from those central areas and slightly down the wider right space. And then as you can see right here, right now, we've had some really good passing movements and a lot of passes in those central areas out wide to either the wingers or the fullbacks. And also, might I say, the goalkeeper as well as the 2 centre-backs have been very important in establishing that first phase build-up play. We do need to get our right back as well as our right winger a bit more involved in the game, and we will look to focus on that in the second half. Okay, PSV versus the mighty Ajax. 2-1 to the good, but we have seen in the past that the AI loves scoring late against me, and that's not going to happen in this game. Some great defensive action from the right winger, yes. And we will look to play from the back. And last little short pass into Hato. Hato lays it off into the midfield there. And we can look to shift gears and move forward now. Kenneth Taylor running forward, marauding forward, gets the ball. Oh my goodness me. It was just turned over there. Just. Ever so slightly. Just. Okay. Good ball from the right back into the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper will look to go slightly longer with it down the wider channel, and it is dealt with by Jordan Tessa, but it's not dealt with that well as Brian Robbie looks to collect the ball and shift gears now and move out wide. Come on, Robbie. What can he do? Combining nicely there. First time pass. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's sensational. It's How did I miss the opportunity? Was that Bergwijn or Robbie? I don't know. Oh my goodness me. The ball movement was splendid. It was sensational. And they are bringing on Irving Lozano, who has actually left. I need to take him out of that team. Interesting scenes. Suso coming a bit more centrally to win the aerial duel. Lovely. Overloading that midfield area. Switching the play into the likes of Berghuis. Takes the shot on himself. Oh my goodness me. And let's not forget, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure Berghuis is a former PSV man himself before moving to Ajax. That was arrowing into the bottom of the net there. It's a great save from the goalkeeper. It has forced a potential goal scoring opportunity. Berghuis whips it in. Robbie's hit the post. Robbie has hit the post. Doing the business in the air, just unfortunately could not find the ending product. Simply sensational, simply splendid. We are going to look to push them out wide here. Beautiful scenes. And push them up against the touchline. Here we go. Stretch the play nicely. Engage with the opposition, and they have gone long. They've gone with a great run over the top into the likes of Chucky Lozano, who will be covered, who will be looking to exploit us. That's a great turn. That's a great touch, and it's a great bit of defensive play from the right back, and calm as you like, as calm as you need it to be, playing through the team's aggressive press. Come on, boys, get up the field, supports the attack into Van den Boemen. He's running. He's charging forward. The power in the legs. It's a great shot and it's a great opportunity. Some great link-up play between the striker and the marauding forward central midfielder. Getting into the box, striking the ball 3-1 to the good. You love to see it. You love to do it. Also, guys, let me know down below, do you like these tactics? Like I say, unofficially, I would give them an 8.5 rating. I do like the style of play. that Farioli, De Zerbi, and so on like to implement in their various sides. And like I said in the tactics side of it, I do think that he will be shifting, certain formations around, whether it's a 3-4-3, a 3-4-2-1. I do think that we will be seeing Ajax. If you are an Ajax supporter, I suspect that it won't just be a 4-3-3 system in shape all the time. You can't really have that. And Ajax, if I'm not mistaken, the ethos of Ajax is all about, always changing shape, always changing the approach. It's a great ball, attacking more century. Brian Brobby, can he get his goal versus PSV? Yes, he does, and it's 4-1 on the day. Absolutely laying down the law in transition, attacking those central zones. You love to see it from your striker, and he is doing a fantastic job in that, central role, looking to occupy the central defenders, looking to just exploit the space with his aggressive nature and running style and his physicality at times. Almost scored, 2 goals. Let's not forget, off the corner, he was millimeters away from scoring, and it hit the post and was not good enough. Anyways, we deal with the central attacking ball. It was a good cross whipped into the box, a bit of a danger ball, but we have dealt with it firmly. Little back heel there into Bergwijn. Bergwijn looking to switch the play. Is that onside? It looks like it's offside. Okay, it's okay, because we were about to do some very, very bad things to PSV out wide. It's okay though. Also, I do have another theory. Maybe Berghuis does not start on the wing. Because you would want a bit more of a directness and attacking outlet to the game plan. Oh my goodness me. You would want a bit more pace in that right, winger area. Now, Berghuis operating more centrally could also be a feature that we do see with Farioli. Having him operate as a central playmaker opposed to a wider playmaker. Oh, and of course, I think Berghuis is like 30 or in his 30s at least. So he doesn't always have the legs like a Bergwijn or maybe like somebody else who might be brought in. So that could be a possibility that we do see. It's a great ball in behind, and Jordan Tezza has been able to just recover so nicely all the time versus the mighty Bergwijn. But that will be the game in a nutshell, a 4-1 drubbing of PSV, and I do expect that we will be seeing many occasions like this next season with Farioli at Ajax. You guys can smash that like button down below. I would appreciate that. But also let me know down below how you find the tactics and all that good stuff. We are going to take a look at the full-time stats, however. And after the full 90 minutes, we maintained around 56% possession. So it did go up for the likes of PSV and down for us, but we were more so focused on that attacking outlet and making sure that we were taking our chances. The expected goals went up by a full 2.1 expected goals. We ended up scoring 4 of them. We had over 100 passes. PSV, by the way, in the second half also definitely leveled up their passing outlets and passing intake. Maintaining around an 87% passing accuracy compared to our 92%. We still beat them in that category as well. 7 tackles to their 8, not too bad, not too shabby, but 5 interceptions. We were more proactive in, reading those passing passages of play, intercepting the play, and looking to counter-attack and go forward with that. But anyways, that will be all. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and of course, until the next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic goddamn day. I'm out of here.